All right, Christians will say stuff like they have a good marriage and they have a bad marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I think other people say that too, but I don't think they really care. It's just like they're whatever.
Right.
They're probably going to get divorced. I don't care.
Right.
But
right.
But because Christians like to, well, some of them like to get married and be in horrible marriages but not get divorced because Jesus doesn't want them to.
Uh-huh.
And so they'll be in good marriages and bad marriages.
Yeah.
So does God rank marriages?
Does he rank them? No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't he's not there ranking marriages. I think all of us have, so good and bad is an interesting, choice of words to use to describe a marriage.
Okay.
I think probably a better way is is the marriage healthy, or is it moving into a healthier way? Is it unhealthy? Is it moving in an unhealthy direction? I think maybe those are better words that I like, but that may just be me.
Okay.
I don't know if there's really that much of a difference between them. But my point just being is because, I mean, and the same kind of thing goes for if you're using the word healthy or unhealthy, how are we defining those terms and what do we mean by that?
Yeah, okay, so what do Christians mean by you have a good marriage versus a bad marriage?
Yeah, I think sometimes a good marriage will be, so Christians saying this, right?
Yeah.
Christians looking at another couple going, man, they have a good marriage. They have a great marriage. I think you see that when you're like, man, both of them really love Jesus and seem to be, best friends, and raising their kids well, to follow Jesus and be in church and those kind of things. And so I think that's kind of like what they mean.
Okay.
Largely by they have a good marriage or they have a great marriage or whatever. Bad marriage, man, they've got a bad marriage.
So basically how Christian both people are.
Yeah. And probably I think how Christian they are and how they are relating one to the other. Right? Are they looked at as individuals that are true partners together in this and they get along, right?
Okay.
And I think that's kind of what they, when Christians, their bad marriage is maybe two things. You got one that's a Christian, one that's not a Christian. It can be a quote unquote bad marriage. Or you got two they're both Christian, but man, they just really don't get along.
Okay.
And so therefore that's a bad marriage. And those kind of things to me are so interesting because people can go through kind of seasons and waves of those things, right? Where you're just not communicating well for a while. And so, yeah, you're not getting along, but it doesn't mean that has to stay that way forever, or it was that way forever. And so I think that's why I like to use the idea of healthy or moving toward being a healthy marriage or moving toward being an unhealthy or, marriage. It's because if I'm moving toward being a healthy marriage, we might be having struggles with, getting along, but are we actually trying to walk through it? Right.
Okay.
Are we trying to communicate behind closed doors when no one's listening and watching and seeing us? Are we going to marriage counseling? Are we really trying to figure this stuff out? Or moving toward an unhealthy marriage, you're isolating, you're distancing yourself, you're not communicating, we're doing things apart from each other. And we're just not even trying to do anything to resolve this. That's moving toward an unhealthy marriage in my eyes.
Okay.
And so I think maybe that's what people mean by that.
Okay.
But just
so how Christian are you and how good are you at being with the other person?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.